So we on new game. Let's start with amateur. Okay, it's loading. Let's see what happens.
Dear Ned, Austria has been wonderful so far. Dad called. He wants me to get an old relic while I'm here, the Book of Apologies, which dates back to the 17th century witch trials in Salem. I'll be going to Mosam Castle to retrieve it before I head back to the States. It's said to be haunted, so I'm expecting some good scares and mysteries.
Okay, we're looking for a Book of Apologies. Let the graphics load. This is some nice graphics.
Ever yours, Nancy.
Definitely a delay between the words and the screen. And before starting the game. Dark screen. Okay, that's better. Lights up.
Feels like ages since I was on my
Not
last
a good
adventure.
game to play at night in a dark room laying in bed.
So, are you coming in?
That's all right, Miss Drew. I'd prefer to stay out here.
Why? It's so warm and inviting in here.
Yes, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. All of Judge Sewell's effects are there, just as your father requested. Although, I will tell you, as I told him, the desk is locked, and I don't have the key.
So I guess we're looking for a key
stay and answer any
once the
questions you
game
have.
actually starts.
Other side of this
Gameplay.
door. I recommend opening the window for some light.
So find a
There's
key.
no electricity here.
Open a
Well,
window.
in that room at least.
We need light and a key. So we click to load. Click on the object.
Much better.
So we got
What a
some
wonderful
light.
view.
Lovely mountains. Find a bouquet. Hold on. Find a Book of Apologies. Hold on.
Oh, great.
Right.
You know, that room used to be a prison cell. Mosam Castle was the site of the most famous and the Salzburg witch trials predate the Salem witch trials by 17 years, actually. After the incidents in Salem, Judge Sewell willed his personal effects to be preserved by whichever museum would have them.
Okay. Move. Okay.
And since we are the premier historical reference on witch trials, it ended up here.
Right. Click.
So, you've seen his Book of Apologies.
Turn.
The book written by Judge Sewell? Oh, no.
Down.
I've never actually been in that room.
You mind if I ask why? Is there something...
Well, let's just say that ghosts exist in this castle. And if they do exist, they definitely haunt that room.
Turn.
Ghost? Can't say I've ever seen
Okay,
one.
right click
But
functions.
they are non-corporeal by definition.
It's definitely, with a touch screen, it's definitely had to get used to this. So it's right click. Let's see here. Got a chain. Okay, I can click on the screen's edges to turn. That's a lot
Judge
better.
Sewell's desk?
Because right click on the touch screen and it's touch.
Yes. That
pad is
desk
not
is where he spent most of his time working when he wasn't in court. Custom made. If the Book of Apologies does exist, he would have written it at that desk.
So you really can't move with the words on the screen.
And what's inside this alleged book?
Your father didn't tell you?
It's a lot of talking and a lot less playing.
It was a ledger containing all the names of the accused witches from the Salem witch trials. Judge Sewell had doubts about his convictions, and he wrote the book as a means to make amends.
So this story has a lot of backstory. $5 in and no
Allegedly.
real gameplay.
Yes.
I love mystery games, but I also want to play.
I found a letter. It's addressed to Abigail Hathorne Woodley.
What does it say?
I do regret to write to you in this state. I have been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. He asks for her forgiveness. And for God's.
There's a letter. I do regret to write you in this state. I've been racked with guilt as my fervency of spirit was too great to determine a conviction just. Relentlessly I have cried for his mercy, longing for his light to bathe my conscience clean. Over the years I've been sent 2 punishments, attributable to godly wrath. 2 of my daughters have perished, my wife's mother as well. When our latest child and I draw breath when born, I must repent, lest my children forever be held in anger and contempt by our Father. To right the wrongs and jealous blind as I am writing a book, I call the book of apologies to be worthy of his mercy. I am troubling the world to write down names of those wrongfully accused of witchcraft. Let this be my final legacy, my only way to right the wrongs I helped create. My guilt allows me not to ask for your forgiveness, even though I know that my soul remains forever tortured by the knowledge of what I have done. With regret, Junior Samuel Sewell.
What does this mean?
So, search this book of apologies.
Locked.
Okay.
An old chest. But it won't open. Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful.
Controls are not good for me. Gesture, graphics, advanced, texture quality, filtering, pets value tutorials, orbit camera. difficulty. Okay. Back. Let's save. Be on the safe side. Okay, back. Zoom. So back out. Okay. Turn. 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 Right click. Hold. Right. Turn. Turn. Okay. This might be better played with a mouse. I don't know where my mouse is right now. Okay. Okay.
Malleus Maleficarum. Wow. The Hammer of Witches itself. Gives me chills knowing what it did.
Yes, indeed. A how-to guide for hammering out witchcraft. It was written in 1487 by a man whose name I won't even bother to mention because he used bunk science to send hundreds, if not thousands, of people to their deaths.
Judge acting followers direct continuation of torture. Bear in mind that the same medicine is not applicable to all the members, but they are various and distinctive salves for each member, but are not related to those accused of heresy or subject to the same method of question, examination, and torture as to the charges laid against them of various and different means are to be employed according to their various natures and persons. Now a surgeon cuts off rotten limbs, and the aged sheep are isolated from the health, but a prudent judge would not consider it safe to bind himself down to one invariable rule in his method of dealing with a prisoner who is endowed with a witch's power of taciturnity, and whose silence he is able to overcome. For if the sons of darkness will become accustomed to one gentle bull, they provide means of evading as a well-known snare set for their destruction. Okay. So
there really isn't much here.
Yes, Judge Sewell was a Puritan. They believed they should only have purposeful or utilitarian possessions, very little value outside their stated use.
They're hard to tell how far up we are. Dr. Hurst?
Yes, I'm here.
Austria is wonderful.
I do enjoy it here myself. I'm not from Austria. I was brought here by my work. The food is quite an experience.
The pancake?
Yes,
How long have you known my dad?
Oh, Carson and I are not that close. He reached out to me because I'm the historian keeping track of all the relics here.
Lucky I was already here on vacation. Though I have to admit, visiting a castle is something from time to time. What else can you tell me about the book?
As I mentioned, it's the book written by Judge Samuel Sewell himself, detailing the names of people accused of witchcraft. Sewell was one of the very few Do you perhaps know why Carson would need such a book?
He's looking into it as a favor for the current judge in Salem.
Oh.
I'll get back.
Take all the time you need.
There really isn't much here. Some of this stuff looks very old. Hard to tell how far up we are. Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful. Some of this stuff looks very old, but it doesn't look like it's very useful.